Morning to you too.
You look awful.
I didn't sleep very well. What's your excuse?
How is work? Tell me.
Where's the body?
Down the steps, follow your nose.
Have you experienced any more extreme reactions? I hear you're all under a lot of pressure.
Both locations had the same satanic markings.
What about the Circle of Salt?
Barrier against dark forces.
We could have an entire satanic cult on our hands here.
You need to relax.
I am relaxed.
You're becoming obsessed.
How are you doing? You seem agitated. Tell me. Look, everything's going to be fine.
This isn't real.
You are crazy.
Bitch.
Look behind you!
No, you look behind you.
I take it you're suggesting I'm connected in some way.
Are you?
Of course not.